Heresy Act 1's ending, a lot happens. The Taken King returns, the Hive siblings speak to each other. We disable eversion anchors and a character runs away. Welcome Guardians, let's discuss the conclusion of Heresy Act 1. We first begin week 3 here by picking up 3 quests at the Shaping Slab. To access the Hive biosystems on the dreadnaught, we'll need high-ranking biological signatures from the Hive that were once a part of Oryx's brood. Only then will we be able to access the ship's systems. So with these quests, we are sent to kill 3 Hive wizards across the system and collect their body parts. We'll use these to disable the dreadnaught's weapons connected to the eversion anchors. A line of dialogue states that Luzaku gave us this information on where to find these wizards. First at Sorrow's Harbor, we collect a wizard head from Sarukar Omniblade Navigator. Pretty cool name. If you're lost on this one, you don't have to complete the Altars of Sorrow, you can just find her in the center area of Sorrow's Harbor. Our next target takes us to Fogoth's Arena, where we take out your Halaku Lightsinger. You don't have to do anything special here, there's just tons of enemies, and head to the back of the room and take out the wizard. And in the catacombs, on the opposite side of Fogoth's room, you'll find the 3rd wizard, Lix Anukru. This one, most of the room is dark and there was a mini puzzle going on with some symbols scattered around the room. I'm not exactly sure how I did it, I just kinda shot symbols until her shield went down, which allows us to collect our 3rd piece. So now we have 2 wizard hands and a wizard head. The kludge mission becomes available where we have to disable the weapon link between the anchors and the dreadnaught's weapon. Some lines for Sloan and Zivu are once again not present, so I'll try and fill in what they say here. It's nothing compared to how good those voice actors are, but just to give you some better context of what's going on story-wise. I also had my music down, so I'm sure this was way more epic with music as the Taken King appears, but let's dive in. Sloan says, "Guardian, we've been on the back foot trying to keep the anchors from forming. It's time to seize the initiative. We can't disable them, but we can stop their eversion pulse. That'll buy us some time." After landing in the mausoleum, Sloan tells us to make our way to the Hall of Souls and decouple the eversion anchors. Here's a cool little side note, this is the same location we disabled the dreadnaught's weapon in Destiny 1. I played this mission the other day for a video, so this is a nice touch by Bungie, we're doing the same exact thing. In each of the 3 locations, we clear out Taken and place the Hive body parts we collected into the columns that used to power the weapon. Sloan speaks.
Guardian, you have what you need. Hive systems are disgusting, but effective. The dreadnaught's power is immense, but we can break its hold over its own weapons and turn it against itself. Disconnecting the eversion anchors will stop them from dragging us all into the Ascendant Plane. Show the Taken who's in control.
After placing the second part, something strange happens. We hear a voice. Oryx?
You trespass on my throne.
We place the third part, and in the center of Oryx's court, we see a confrontation. The echo of navigation, Oryx, Savathun, and the voice of Xivu Arath speak to each other.
I am the Taken King, the first navigator. I rise from the deep.
Sloane says, an echo linked to the memory of Oryx? Brother, King, my navigator, you return to us.
Xivu Arath, what has become of our war?
You were slain by a warrior of the sky. They stand before you.
Slain.
Sadly, yes, elder brother. You're just the memory of a dead god. The sword you always wanted to become.
I only just mantled myself by the death of Akka. Carved my throne from the worm's corpse.
Your form shall revive upon the death of your killer. Your throne will be restored.
If I am destroyed, then I deserve extinction. My heir, my killer. Step forward.
Stop acting like children, the both of you. We are finally free to create new paths for ourselves.
No, I will not let you abandon us again. Sloane says, This isn't possible. We need to regroup. Get out of there. The Guardian then books it through the halls of the dreadnaught to our ship near the exterior. Xivu says, Oryx, I will avenge you.
Sharpen their knives, that their lie may become my logic's truth.
At Eris's apartment, we get a ghost holoprojector from Drifter. He says he's useless, he's lost, and he leaves everything behind, leaves the Guardian and disappears. Sloane also recaps what happened.
Figured I owed you an explanation before I went dark. I'll make it quick. I tried to find a way to bring her back. Don't ask me what I did, but it didn't work. So I thought to myself, hey, I got what I always got. What's left for me anyway? Nothing. Knew it'd happen again. I was a fool to hope, but I couldn't help myself. I just wanted you to know, it's just nothing personal. It's all me. This is who I am. Always has been. So, don't come looking. I was already halfway gone.
Now we know what we're dealing with. An echo of the Navigator, a memory of Oryx, and not the one we remember. He woke up the dreadnaught and launched the anchors. The Taken are here because of him, and the Dread are working with him. His knife. Eris's killer. But you've caught Oryx's attention. The Echo didn't know you killed him. No, he does, and he's impressed. That means he's distracted. He wants to test you. Use that. Right now, Xivu Arath and Savathun are mobilizing. Their brother's flagship is a battlefield. And Drifter's gone. We have twice the trouble and half the support. Losing Eris was hard on him. We show who we are in hard times. We can't afford to lose focus or lose ground. We need intel. We need you back on the dreadnaught. Find out what you can. We must destroy the Echo. It can't be allowed to exist. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But you've killed Oryx once. You'll do it again.
So this Echo, it's a memory of Oryx. We know his body is in the city, so this is a memory somehow sprung to life through the power of the Echo's light and darkness. The Echo of Navigation is responsible for the anchors we see and the new Taken, it appears. And the Dread are also working with Oryx and his knife, the first subjugator that killed Eris, the first subjugator ever created by the Witness. A cool thing to note is that Oryx is intrigued. You would think he would want revenge right away, but he wants to test his killer, the Guardian, which will likely happen in Act 2 in some activity or mission. Meanwhile, the sisters are mobilizing their forces and the Dreadnought is an all-out war zone. You have Xivu, who has always been super connected to Oryx. She's like, brother, you're back. All you gotta do is kill the Guardian and you'll return in your true form. And on the other hand, she hates her sister Savathun for betraying them and the sword logic, so you've got a lot of intermixing parts here. On top of all of this, Drifter has left. Classic Bungie drama thrown right in the middle there, so we might have to rescue him in a future mission and figure out what the heck is going on, because even in lore cards we see Drifter is kinda going mad after Eris' death. He doesn't know what to do. But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video, a recap of Act 1's conclusion. Personally, I think this is the best act we've had so far story-wise, at least to an intro of one of these episodes. We got interesting characters returning, and the lore of the Hive is always fun to dive into. Feels like it has some much more depth to it. But let me know what you thought about this so far in the comments down below and where you think it'll be heading in Act 2 and 3. If you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.